Well, it's the end of January here in Riverbend Springs. 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if we got a ton of stuff to do, but we'll try and keep ourselves busy. Good morning, Walter. We don't have frost on the ground this morning, that's nice. But yeah, we still got another month of winter. We loaded this trailer up, was it yesterday or a couple of days ago? We're gonna have to probably do something about this, and we probably have a bunch of lumber down at our sawmill as well. Let me walk over to the chicken. Well, I don't know why I'm walking around the yard. I should get the little Kubota out and drive around. I mean, what's the point of having it if you don't use it? So we can get around the farm a little quicker. It's in here. I think I should be able to get it out. Hop in here. The tricky part will be get past the bucket here. And the column. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're fine. So I just wanted to check on the animals, make sure everything's fine. When I was giving water to the cattle last night, I was thinking, why do I do this when they just take a little bit? Because as long as they don't run out, there's no problem. And actually, there's probably a little problem even if they do run out. But yeah, I'm putting in the effort, and if I'm not putting in a full tank, it's almost a waste of effort. All right, so the calf hut. Our calves are 2 months old. Productivity's at 80%, which is what you figure it should get to since they're eating only hay right now, and their health is 100%. Now we could give them the bagged calf food. Actually, let's just walk over here. I could give them the bagged calf food, and their productivity would be even greater, but since they're beef cattle, their productivity doesn't even really matter. Actually, I can see everything I need to see with my field info open, but I'm gonna pull up the pen information anyway. So here's the cow pasture. My oldest cattle are 27 months. Let me check on the reproduction. They just had calves, and then these at 24 months are at 70%, which is the point that I'm gonna need to figure out if I'm gonna put in another calf hut or not, so I can maybe have more births. I got room for 2 in here, but I think I had 4 or 5 get born. So there's my calf feed. I got a couple of bags. We can feed them that using the wheelbarrow, or we could just take the bag over and dump it out, I suppose, too. And then over here, guess I just drive around the pen, I guess. The eggs it doesn't look like it's gotten any farther. Okay. Nope. Cover that. So let me run over to the garage over here where we got the pickup, and we'll be able to see whether we got any sunflower oil out of our little seed press that we got. Yeah, there is. So, yeah, we could that out. So I could pull the trailer out, I guess, with this, and then come back a little bit with the Fendt tractor with the pallet forks on it, and then get it out of here. So I think I'll just run down to the sawmill with this as well. I know I'm kind of driving in circles here. I probably should have thought this through a little more, but we'll run down to the sawmill and just see how we're doing on producing lumber down there. My guess is we'll probably have 2 of everything, beams, long planks, and planks, which means I would like to clear the building out so that there's room in the spawn point and there's space to be able to maneuver and everything down there. So now that we are renting the Riverco Logistics building over in town, probably should move this lumber out of this building here. And actually then we could start moving it over here, and then when that gets kind of filled up, maybe we could load up the truck to get it out of here or something like that. I had the skid steer over at the cement works. Oh, I got 3. Yeah, so I need to get over here. We could use the smaller trailer, I guess, the little red one, or we could go get the lumber off and get the other one. I don't know. Still trying to figure out what exactly we're gonna do. We got time. It's January, so there's no field work really that we can do on our own fields unless we needed to cultivate, do some, groundwork. We're not going to be putting any crops in just yet. I want to... Now, let me go up to this building. I haven't been in here in a while. And I need to reconsider where I've got things stored. So, make most effective use out of the space that we have. So I put this building in. There was an old barn here before, and then we put this shed in. We did move some things over here from the barn over at the farm, and some things that we use a little less. So the sprayer and the lime spreader are over here. This door is low. I don't think the sprayer would have fit in because of that unit up there. And then because of the height of the tractor, I couldn't back it in anymore. So this would be a good place to store pallets or something. And then this area over here, we could back something in over this way, or also store more pallets there. And I do have some IBCs with, I think, herbicide in them. Over in the barn, I could probably move over here. They're kind of in that side thing by the water. By our water tank. I'm gonna go down this way just cause. So originally I wanted to turn this field into a rice field, but it won't let me. I get an area restricted message if I try to install a rice field here, which is kind of a bummer. That was kind of the intent. I wanted to make 2 big rice fields down here. So what I probably could do is turn the one that's got canola in it right now on the other side. It's not very big though, but I could probably make that another rice field. But it would have been nice if I could have put in a big one. So FarmCon went last week or whatever, and we're seeing a lot of information trickling out as Giants release it and the content creators are putting stuff out. So fishing's coming, and you can apparently fish with a rod and reel as well. So I imagine that might be something that we could start doing down here. That would be cool. And boats might be more of a thing now. The problem is you can't own any of this down here. So if you bought a boat, how would you place it, or how would you get it here? This is cool though. This is a sailboat. That would be super cool if somebody could make this a drivable mod. That would be fun. And you could raise this sail. I mean, not so much on a river. God, I think I'd motor on a river. But yeah, I mean, I imagine you could take this model and make it into a drivable one. That would be cool. I'm kind of excited about the map DLC. The rest of it, not necessarily so much. I haven't decided whether to get the season pass. It's like everything that comes out for the game I don't necessarily care about. Like in FS22 I got like the Antonio Carrera pack. I don't think I've ever used a thing out of it. Maybe once. It's just not my cup of tea. Not my cup of coffee. That's it. I gotta go over further. These are just some houses down here. I want to swing by the cement factory, see if we got anything over there. I know I'm just kind of wasting time. We're enjoying the map, driving around. We're using the Kubota, which we don't use much. Bear with me, have fun. I think we gotta go down by this guy's house. We used to get our water down here by the river before they made that windmill have water on the farm. I used to back the water tank down into the river right here. Nothing new has spawned here. I think we had the 2 pallets of cement bags before, so we could come over and buy some stone and put it in, actually. Since I'm here. The managed production point is kind of at this desk table. Yeah, we're probably what? There's room for 100,000 liters of stone there. So that's certainly something we could do. Let's head back to the farm. Let's get that sunflower oil into our little kiosk and sold. Was it 916? We can do that, and then we can grab the pickup. We'll grab the gooseneck trailer full of lumber and think about what we're going to do with that. The question is, do we sell it or do we hang on to it? Or if we sell it, where do we sell it? So I'm going to get the Fent. I like this. It's handy. Let's hop in a Fent here. There we go. I guess I want to be able to third person so I don't run into the door. I can see how far my forks are sticking out in front of me. I can make that turn. Why am I not picking them up? Because my forks aren't down. There we go. Look at me in first person. Still thinking about that Thrustmaster farm stick. You know, I'd go in whole hog, so I'm talking, what? Thrustmaster T128 wheel and pedals. There's 200 bucks. The farm stick, there's 130 bucks, so now we're at 330. The, what is it? SimTask kit or whatever, the thing that kind of makes the racing steering wheel feel like a heavy equipment steering wheel. That's like 90 bucks. So where were we? 330 and 90. So we're up at 420. Wow, it's a lot. So let's grab our lumber here. Alright, so we got 4 pallets of each. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over towards, I don't have a forklift there, do I? Trying to think. I am a forklift short. That's not good. The John Deere, I said I was going to park it, and now I'm having second thoughts. Alright, I'm arriving at the Cooperage. We haven't owned it very long. I almost wanted to go to the rope maker there as I was on my way here. I don't know where I am. I just want to hop out here and see, because we've got one of each of the products that we're making here. So that's the bathtub. There's the buckets. And those are the barrels. That's pretty cool. And no additional sawdust came out. Where's our wood chips? 739. Alright, so the first pallet of wood chips that came out I put here. I'm thinking about doing something with these, trying to make that profitable. Sorry, it's so loud there. Move over here. Problem being, I can't put any placeables here because I can't own this land. Map makers, as if you're listening. Do me a favor and make the whole map purchasable. Just so that you give us the ability to customize what we need. So I need a forklift for here. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to load that stuff up. So I need a forklift, a front loader, a skid steer, some type of piece of equipment there. So we'll keep our eyes open for that in used equipment. Ah man, I should have just pulled out. The bus doesn't seem like it's coming very fast, does it? Oh. I thought he was going to stop and let me out, but I guess thought the bus was stopping or something. I don't know. So I'm over here. We're going to swing by the Grain Elevator Museum. We're going to talk about that place. Got a stop sign. All the wheels stop. Yep. There you go. Gotta come to a complete stop. All wheels stop. I am gonna be careful of the railroad crossing. Remember what happened when we came over here last time? We had that problem, and then the video file got corrupted. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen again. And then I put up that technical difficulty screen. Did you like that? And the music? I thought it was pretty funny. Unfortunately, any money earned from that video, the last episode of Riverbend Springs, goes to Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass for use of Spanish Flea. So here's the thing. Wow, it's almost through the roof plate. And I don't have enough, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna produce the additional pallet of roof plate that we're gonna need. I think we're gonna produce that ourselves. I bought, what was it, like 6 and brought them over here. It cost me a little bit of money. So Adam was kind enough to share with me what materials are needed for the rehabilitation of this Grain Elevator Museum. So we know what we need to put in there. What I don't know right now is how much beams and long planks I put in before. I just put in what it was asking for, and then I delivered some planks here, even though it wasn't yet asking for them, but it will need them. So according to Adam, we need 36,000 liters of wood beams. So that means 36 pallets. So we'll just say 36 pallets. So we need 36 pallets of wood beams, 72 pallets of long planks, 48 pallets of planks. It hasn't asked for any yet. It has 4, so we'll need to deliver 44 more. I should actually write down what I've delivered so far so I know. It needs 12,000 prefab wall, or 12 pallets probably, a prefab wall. Those get made at the Sawmill over there. The Sawmill would cost me $300,000 to buy just to make those. Or I could buy them from the sell-by warehouse. And they're not cheap. I think I pay like $21,000. You can sell them for like 15. So that means I'd lose 6,000 if I bought them and brought them here. I'd buy it for 21 and sell it for 15. I'd lose 6,000. But if I need 12 of them, that's $72,000 I would spend to buy the prefab walls and deliver them here. That's less than $300,000 to buy in the Sawmill. So I think that's probably what I'll do when it asks for them. I need 12,000 roof plates. I think it was asking for 8 now, or so it'll probably ask for more later. I need 6,000 cement bags. I think I got that already. Yeah, I do. There's 4 on the back of the trailer and 2 more at the cement factory. I need 6,000 or 6 pallets of cement bricks. There's 4 on the trailer. So that's where we're at. Should I deliver it in advance? Or should I just wait till it asks for it and then bring it? I don't know. I'm thinking about bringing it when it asks for it. Unless we need money. If we need money, we'll come here and we'll sell stuff. But we don't really need money right now. So let's head into town. Actually, let's go by. Yeah, no, let's go to town. Let's go by the implement dealer and see what's on, what they have used available. Probably nothing that we need. If we need something, no, we can always sell lumber. And we can bring it here because we know it needs to come here. I've been taking stuff to the playground just because it has the best price, but I think I'll just start bringing things to the grain elevator museum that it needs. May need to go back and figure out what I already brought as far as beams and planks, long planks. Of course, it needs it needs so many of them. I suppose it probably really doesn't matter. It needs much more than I have. So money making, primarily the farming right now. The lumber, we're going to be helping the grain elevator museum. We've cut all the wood we can. From the storm damage. We gotta start seeing advertising for the Scottish Highlands map, do you think? We still got the third quarter DLC that we don't know what it is, but apparently it's going to be Mercedes. It's the word on the street. Yeah, nothing we need. Well, that's no fun. There's our tractor. Not ready to be picked up yet. That would be convenient if it were ready to be picked up. We could take it to the Cooperage and keep it up there so we could load stuff. Of course, then it'd be parked outside and Todd wouldn't like that. All right, so Riverco Logistics Warehouse. So we're renting this now, Riverbend. And so we can start storing stuff in here. This hazard mark is just decorative. This is, oh no. What have I done? Help! Okay, there's no collision on that elevator, and I just fell into the shaft. Hello? Help. Ah. Oh. I feel like the little girl who fell in the well. Well, thank God for cell phones. A little embarrassing, but I think I'm going to have to call the fire department. Yeah, I'm just going to have to call the fire department to come and get me out of down here. Let me give them a call. I'll see you in a little bit once they get me out of here. Okay, well, that's much better. I can see how this is going to be a problem. I need to be very careful about this area here because if I drive a forklift or I put a pallet or something there, it's going to fall through this because there's no collision. Why did they do that? I don't know. So I need to figure out how am I going to work around that. I don't know. I was thinking about unloading this stuff off of here, but I'm not sure where I would put it. I need to think about this some more. Huh. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to offload that gooseneck trailer here because I need to do that. So let's go ahead and we're going to drop the forklift off the back. Can do that without starting it. That's nice. A lot of times you can't do anything without starting the engine. So let's go ahead and turn those on. We gotta kind of put that in work mode. The thing I don't like about this is it doesn't work great on off-road. It's nice on paved surfaces like this, but not so much off-road. So I wonder if I can get two of these. And when I say two, I almost think I mean 4. Nah, probably not. That's like all the way. I don't think I want to. No. I think we just want to get up there like that. I don't like moving more than one pallet. The physics, I don't know why. Yeah. Your top pallet moves all the time. That's my fault. I got it. Ooh, careful. Oh, you can extend it even further, huh? Oh, wow. Okay, the lumber's offloaded from the gooseneck trailer. It's 12:45 almost, so I think I'll go get some lunch. We're gonna put the forklift back on the back of the trailer so I don't forget and drive off without it. So we'll just make sure it's hooked up to it there. Is it clunk? Yep. Okay, good to go. So yeah, I got the lumber and we'll start stacking it in here. I originally went 4 high on the beams, but it seemed kind of precarious. So I think we'll probably just go 3 high on those. The planks, long planks are fine. Stacking 4 up, and then I almost put 2 side by side, but I was worried about the proximity to this. This frightens me. And yeah, I need to try and do something about that. So we're going to head over to the shop and see if maybe we can figure out some way to address that. I think I'll go get something to eat first, and then yeah, we'll see what we can do. But I'm worried about dropping, well, a vehicle in there, like a forklift in there. But I could reset that. But if like I drop a pallet in there, that pallet's gonna be stuck in there unless I can figure out some way to, you know, lift it out of there with like a crane or something with straps that it could pick it up. But yeah, I don't even want to do that, so I want to kind of block it off so I don't have to worry about it. So let's go, let's see, where can we park to go over here to the Central Cafe? I could park here, but that doesn't look like a really good idea. I think I'll park over here by the shop, and we'll just walk over. I think that'll be okay. Alright, we'll turn that off. I may even call them and see what options they might have for me while I'm sitting and waiting for my food. But I don't want this to take very long, so maybe about half an hour or just over. And yeah, we'll get back on it. We'll get back to doing what we need to do here. So I'll see you probably about, what, it's 1 now? Maybe 1:30. See you in a bit. Alright, well, lunch is over. That went just a little long, but it's just after 1:30. So I did call and talk to them, and they helped me out a bit. There was one that the guys over here at the store went ahead and loaded on the trailer for me because it requires material handling equipment. I can't pick it up by hand. So they went ahead and loaded that and strapped it down on my gooseneck for me. And we can use a forklift over at the warehouse to get that off. I liked that one. We got these over here too. I like the look of those, but these are useful because I can pick them up by hand and move them around. So probably not the best to have to walk all the way across a parking lot with it. I probably could have drove the pickup over a little closer to be able to put these on here, but there's only 2 of them, so we'll just do it real quick here. Let me grab the other one. Probably easier to carry it this way than kind of the long ways, but we'll get them on there. And then we'll get here. Nope, it bumped the other one. Looks like pushing it a little bit. That's interesting. Okay, we'll strap this one down too. Where's a good spot to strap? Yeah, that's not. That'll work, I think. Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, it'll hold it. So what we need to do is hold it so we can get over there and get them off and put it on there. So we'll hop in here. We'll run back over to the warehouse. I gotta learn patience and wait for the startup sequence to complete. You know, in FS22, the startup sequence on the, what was it, the Z-Tor 25K used to be real lengthy, and they did an update to the vehicle because because it is a base game vehicle, and or was it a premium content or a add-on? I don't know. Anyway, they made it longer, or made it shorter rather, because I guess people didn't like the fact that it'd sit and wait for it to warm up. Sort of like the T25s do. You know, you gotta wait till the lights go out. All right. So anyway, I don't know why. Why am I talking about that? I don't know. So I'm actually coming back here and overdubbing this because I coughed during the time lapse where we were offloading the lumber, and I guess I never unmuted my microphone. So we'll get this stuff unstrapped and grab this one. I need to be careful so I don't drop it down there as well, and I don't fall through again. We'll put it down, come over here, and I'm gonna carefully come back here and put that there. Good. All right, let me get the other one. So I got that. Because I have to overdub this, it's later in the day than I normally am recording, so my air conditioner kicked on. I don't know if the microphone will pick that up or not. But yeah, it kicked on. It's pretty warm here. Let's see, a little corner. I'm afraid I'm gonna pull this one this way a little bit. It's probably better like that. Should put a cone there or something. We'll see. All right, so this I'm gonna have to get the forklift. I almost regret that I put it on there. But yeah, you never know. You got to put things away or put them back where they go if you want to find them again. Otherwise, you're just gonna run all over the place. Nice thing is, you can go ahead and unhook it. I think that was it, without having to turn the truck on. Usually, a lot of times, it'll say start the vehicle first to do anything, even almost fill it up with fuel. So we'll put that in operation. We'll go grab this thing. Be nice to have another forklift to put over here. I'll have to keep an eye out for something. Either a forklift, a skid steer, a front loader, something. So I have more equipment, or maybe up at the Cooperage. I think I have the Bobcat downloaded. I've wanted to use that ever since that mod came out in FS22, and I had it available like on Missouri Farm, but I was hoping it would come up used. I ended up getting the Kubota one. And did I start with the New Holland, or did it come up used? I don't even remember. But yeah, I took what came up, you know, because a lot of times I'm struggling with money. Okay, so I got to be careful with this because it jiggles around. So I think if I take it slow and smooth, it won't fly around on me too much. Gotta be careful here. I like the way this looks. In 22, there was like a warehouse pack that had things like this. Oh, got the old pendulum swing in there. Try and wait for it to slow down. We want to try and get straight with the world. Slowly put it in place. Is it good? Got it rocking again. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Just like that. Kind of like it. I think that might do. Get back here. I want to admire my work. I like those. I like the way that looks. The others, yeah. It's fine. You know, maybe I'll get I wouldn't be able to fit one like that over there unless I tried to come in from this side, which probably wouldn't be very easy. Well, telehandler could probably do it. But yeah, that's fine. That'll work for now. So, let's see. What I want to do now is I want to go over to the Cooperage and I want to grab my bathtub, my barrels, and my buckets, and we'll go sell that and get some quick money. Not sure we'll have to go with that. We'll take this forklift with us. I should be able to load it onto the trailer here, and we can use it for now. We'll make it work. This doesn't work great, you know, driving on the gravel. It's okay. People probably get freaked out by it back on, but I'm gonna go ahead and just drive on forwards here. That'll be fine. Strap it. Good to go. So we'll hop in a pickup, we'll back up, we'll flip around, we'll get over there, get that stuff loaded, figure out where we're gonna go with it, and go sell that, and on to the next thing. So let me do that. Unstrap that. There it goes. Yep. So we're here in like the pallet drop-off point at the farmer's market at Sunset Farm, and yeah, we got nearly $15,000 for the stuff we just built over at the Cooperage. So nice. That's a good deal. So yeah, we're up over $150,000. So I don't feel as bad about what I'm about to do, which is spend some of that money, but you got to spend money to make money. So I got an idea on something that we could do that might help us continue to make money. So, just put another production in so we can do something else. I think I talked about it before. We'll see if we can get it put in. The problem that I have, and I don't know if I talked about it already or if it was in what I ended up losing or what have you, but you know, it just, if you can't buy all the land, it bothers me. So we're very limited in where we can do things, because you can only place placeables on console anyway. You can only put placeables on land that you own. And if you can't buy it, then you can't do it. So map makers, if I said this earlier in this episode, which is entirely possible, I apologize for the redundancy. I'm a little out of sorts because of the recording audio issues of muting the microphone to cough, and yeah. Anyway, it's nice to be able to customize the map by putting placeables wherever you want, because they do come out with some good mods that you can put in and work into your story, your game, your let's play, your playthrough, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna pull over here. We'll park on the shoulder. We're here at the pond where we do our crawfish production, and we have this shed here, this building, so I can use this because I own this and it's not at the edge of my land or whatever. So I had thought about tearing this out and putting in a more modern garage or building, but I don't think I'll end up doing that. So how's our production doing? It's fine. What we're doing is we're picking the crawfish up, we're taking them back, we're putting them in the refrigerated storage, and then we'll sell it when the price is really, really good. So I was talking about the wood chips, using the wood chips. So they have this like refined wood chip production and premium sawdust. So we're gonna put that here in this building and see how that works out for us. Okay, not a great transition there. Like I've said before, when you are doing a placeable or doing some landscaping, you want to make sure that you save the game first, which is what I did there. It wasn't quite straight, so I came out without saving, came back in and put it in here. It's a little far from the wall, but I guess it's okay. You can get through behind it back there. It could be worse. I think that's fine. I think I'll leave it just like that. We're gonna run to the farm, grab some wood chips, and be right back. Yeah, we're running out of time, so I've got to kind of do some jump cuts and edit this. We grabbed the little trailer and went down to the sawmill that's inside the building, and around back you can fill up with the wood chips. So we got our wood chips here. Not a whole lot of them, but it'll be enough to get the production started, you know, jump start it, and then I can come back later with a larger trailer or something. But I wanted to get this over here and do it now in this episode before we end it, so you can see it, and then I'll probably bring some more over later. So it's a little tough to get in here, but I think if I back up over here and then swing around, careful of the rocks, I should be able to back it in. The problem is I never can remember how to change the tip side on this trailer. I don't know if I got it. Oh, trigger came up, so I must be fine. So let's go ahead and just go over the wood chips in there. Careful with the tip on the trailer. I don't want to catch it on the building and go catapulting across the map. It'll be fine. And then we'll come over here and we'll figure out where the managed production is, and we'll get this thing going. So it just makes wood chips. Oh, okay, I see. The premium sawdust is actually the byproduct, so you're not making that, you're just making the wood chip, the refined wood chips. So good deal. That'll work. I think that'll be fine. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call this an episode. I want to thank you. Whoa! I want to thank you for hanging out with me here at Riverbend Springs. A little interesting episode here at the end of January. Not a whole lot of farming, but we'll get some. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, and if you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. We'll see you next time.